Hi friends, how are you? I hope you all are good. My name is Sanju and welcome to my channel English with Sanju. And as we are doing biographies, today I decided to do biography of Thomas Hardy. So let's begin. He was born on 2nd June 1840 and died on 11 January 1928. Thomas Hardy was an English novelist and poet, a Victorian realist in the tradition of George Eliot. He was influenced both in his novels and in his poetry by Romanticism, especially William Wordsworth. He was highly critical of much in Victorian society, especially on the declining status of rural people in Britain, such as those from his native southwest England. He was born in Stinsford, Dorset, England, and he died in Dorchester, Dorset, England. His resting place is Stinsford Parish Church, Heart, Poets' Corner, Westminster Abbey, some of his ashes. So his heart is in the church and his ashes, the Westminster Abbey. Occupation, novelist, poet, short story writer. Alma mater, King's College London. Literary movement, naturalism, Victorian literature. Notable works, Test of the Wilds, Far from the Madding Crowd, The Mayor of Casterbridge. Collected poems, Jude the Obscure, Spouse, Emma Gifford, from 1874 to 1912, and second one was Florence Dugdale from 1914 to 1928. Thomas Hardy wrote poetry throughout his life and regarded primarily as a poet. His first collection was not published until 1898. Initially, therefore, he gained fame as the author of novels such as Far from the Madding Crowd, The Mayor of Casterbridge, 1886, Test of the Wilds, 1891, Jude the Obscure, in 1895. During his lifetime, Hardy's poetry was acclaimed by young poets, particularly the Georgians, who viewed him as a mentor. After his death, his poems were lauded by Ezra Pound, W. H. Auden, and Philip Larkin. Many of his novels concern tragic characters struggling against their passions and social circumstances, and they are often set in the semi fictional region of Wessex. Initially based on the medieval Anglo Saxon kingdom, Hardy's Wessex eventually came to include the counties of Dorset, Wiltshire, Somerset, Devon, Hampshire, much of Berkshire in southwest and south central England. Two of his novels, Test of the Arbor Village, The Far from Madding Crowd, were listed in the top 50 on BBC's survey, The Big Read. Hardy never felt at home in London because he was acutely conscious of class divisions and his social inferiority. During this time, he became interested in social reform and the works of John Stuart Mill. He was introduced by his Dorset friend Horace Maule to the works of Charles Fourier and Auguste Comte. Mill's essay on Liberty was one of Hardy's cures for despair, and in 1924 he declared that my pages show harmony of view with Mill. He was also attracted to Matthew Arnold and Leslie Stephens, ideal of urban liberal freethinker. After 5 years concerned about his health, he returned to Dorset, settling in Weymouth, and decided to dedicate himself to writing. I hope the video was useful for you. Please click the like button, share and subscribe.